All right, guys, most of you didn't know I built a Baja Bug not too long ago that I ended up selling to build the C10. So this is going to be kind of the story of the 1-year build process of my Baja Bug. So enjoy. Just made it out to Windover. Refueling, getting everything dialed in before we head out to the middle of nowhere. So wish us luck on finding the bug. Hopefully we get to the guy's house in a decent hour. Sun's going down, so hopefully we make it and get it loaded up in the dark and head home in the dark. So we'll see how it goes. After almost running out of gas, we made it back to Windover with the bug. We got everything loaded up, had to push it on by hand. It didn't run, and the guy had it just buried in the backyard. So we got it home, washed it off about 2 in the morning, and then started to look more in depth. We ended up picking this bug over other bugs because it had a clean pan, nice wheels, and had a good platform to start our Baja Bug build. As I said, it didn't run, but after some tinkering, we got it to fire and run. Obviously, this engine was pretty beat, and so what we did is we bought a new exhaust and a new carburetor and points and a coil and just some parts to clean it up, and it ended up looking really nice. We were trying to stay on a budget, so we weren't going to do a fiberglass front end, but then we found one with a really good deal, so we decided to cut the whole front end off and go fiberglass. Another thing that we liked about the bug was the wheels, so we cleaned these up and decided to keep them. Took the old tires off and put some new tensor tires on there that were, I believe, 30s, and so they fit great and made the car look even better. With any good off-road car, we needed to add a little bit more travel, so we did a torsion lift in the back and a cut and turn lift in the front, and that ended up lifting the car about 1 inch or 2 and making it a little bit stiffer for the big bumps, and it ended up handling really well once we added the new gas shocks on the back, and I was really happy with how it turned out. I found an engine cage secondhand that I added some length to with some tubing. I also added some triangle gussets in the corners for the tail lights, painted it, and it ended up being really good. It covered the whole back of the engine, protected it, and I think it gave it a better look overall, which is why I added some length. I wanted to keep the gas tank in the original place, so we added some structure to do that, and then I built a front bumper for it. This piece actually came from a piece of our cage that we bought that was originally for a Camaro. So we added some length to this cage and everything turned out really well. I was really happy with the cage and how it turned out. It fit in the car really great with some slight modifications, but overall it turned out good. After we finished the cage, we wanted to make sure the engine was running well. It had a few problems, but we ended up getting it figured out. Next, we did a light bar, which I had my wife help put together, and then we were moving on to bodywork. So we patched some of the holes in the fiberglass and patched all the holes down the side of the bug and got everything ready for paint. So we ended up painting the car with the turbo spray from Rust-Oleum. I chose white just to keep it cleaner longer, and everything turned out really well. The spray went on nice. After a quick wet sand, it turned out really nice, and we were overall happy with it. It's an easy way to do a quick color change on a project. After paint, we got the light bar mounted, and I worked on the seats. Did this on a budget, so got these plastic seats, put covers on them. Had my brother put some stripes on the car with some graphics, and then we loaded it up and we took it over to another shop to do all of the wiring. So I pulled out every single wire in the whole car. It had a bunch of problems and we were always chasing loose ends, so we decided to change everything. So it actually helped a ton and made the car run a ton better. Everything was clean, and I knew every wire on the car, so if there was a problem, I knew where to start looking. So really happy with how it turned out. All the lights worked, everything was on separate switches, and then we took it out for some fun. Thanks for making it this far into the video. Every like and subscription means a ton. I ended up selling this Bug, so I had some money to build a bigger and newer project, which I am building on my channel, so go check that out. It's a 1970 C10 that we're doing an off-road build, but really appreciate it, and thanks for watching.